Stick behind myself. Ooh, that was close. Wow. Right, good morning. So, brace yourself. Release the mad dogs. So it's no secret now that the all-new singing and dancing DJI Mini 2 is going to be released, I think about a week today. Looking forward to that, but I do have several issues with it, just a few concerns, and I want to try and address them in this video. Concern number one, which I think is my biggest one, is that at the back of the drone, on the, if you've seen it at all on the new Neo 2, there's kind of like a little module that fits on the back, and you've got two antennae sticking out, which would just be, I think they're just waiting to be snapped off myself. That's my thinking about that. And also at the front, you've got two kind of windows which tell you basically what mode you're in. I'm not sure whether they got sensors in or not, but to stick it on the front like that, I don't think that's a great design, to be honest. Much rather it be maybe on the top. I'm going to try and mock up, perhaps as close as I possibly can to the Neo 2, because obviously I can't get my hands on one at the moment. So with a little bit of thought and a little bit of creation, whatever else, I'm going to try and turn this little Neo here into a DJI Neo 2.0. So let's see how we get on with this. This is going to be fun. Okay, so it ain't pretty, all right? It ain't pretty, but it is a prototype, and all prototypes are not necessarily pretty things to look at, but I think it's going to serve me a purpose. So what I'm trying to get out of this experiment, can I fly this through a pretty inhospitable environment like the bit behind me, and will it survive? Because I'm going to be taking this to the limit in extreme. And I need to do that just to find out whether it can actually take a bit of a hammering. But my guess is, because these things are sticking out quite a bit, it's a bit exaggerated. I think on the Neo 2, I have done some research. They protrude above the actual frame of the drone itself by about 4 centimeters, which is quite a lot. And I'm not sure what kind of material they're made out of. I'm thinking it's going to be some kind of a composite material, perhaps some kind of a hardened plastic. But over time, plastic does become brittle. A bit of a problem there, perhaps. I don't know. Perhaps we'll find out. On the front, I've got some blue tack, trying to replicate the little windows at the front of the Neo 2 there. I don't think that's a great design myself. You know, I think there might be sensors in there. There's information you can get from that little window. These things fly forwards, and if you take an impact on one of those windows, my guess is there is a chance that it might break or it might crack. It just might not work at all. So I think there's a few problems with the Neo 2, but I'm going to give this a go. Let's see how we get on with it. We're going to send it in there somewhere and around here, and let's just hope it comes back looking something similar to that. If it comes back with perhaps broken matches on the back, that will indicate that perhaps it wouldn't be a great buy for me personally. It might not put me off. I mean, I don't know. But I just want to find out for my own sake, really, and obviously for scientific reasons, I suppose. Right, let's get into it. Dog's getting excited. At least someone is. Right, let's give this a go then, guys, shall we? We're going to get filming straight away. I've also got a little camera at the top here as well. You might be able to see it. My little GoPro. Okay, we're just waiting just a minute or so for the satellites to gain some signal. I'm just going to take it up actually, because that might help it. Okay, right, we're going to stick it on sports mode. We've still got only 6, we only got 4 satellites. So I've got to be a bit wary of that. I'm just going to take it round here locally, literally like 30 or 40 metres out. I just want to see how I get on with it. Right, sports mode, this is as fast as it can go. Let's just take it in here, shall we? Just have a wander through here. A bit extreme through here, guys. Right, just pixelating slightly. I'm just going to bring it back towards the home point. Hoping to gain some signal strength. Stick behind myself. Ooh, that was close. Wow. You don't want to do that with the Avata, because that will hurt if you do that. Right, I kind of want to crash this thing in a way. I'm going to try and hunt for some small little gaps, which is what I tend to do. Right, okay, we've had a bit of a coming down there. That's good. That's okay. That's good. It's not far away. Right, so this would be interesting just to see. So I think the antenna at the top got caught on something there. Let's go and see if there's any damage. It should be okay. Let's go and pick it up and have a little look at it. Yeah, there we go, look. That didn't end too well, did it? We've lost the match and the other one's at an angle. That was my concern, that was my worry actually. That's the elephant in the room, which I think needed addressing. Okay. And to be honest, that was not a hard impact. That was about maybe 7-8 meters per second. We'll look back at the footage in the goggles there. That wasn't a hard impact. I mean, it probably just maybe clipped that there. That's what just behind me, a twig, a little branch. Right, we're going to clean this thing up again, stick another match in there, and we're going to go for another flight and see how we get on with it. But to me, that's a bit of a fail, which is quite concerning. Okay. Right, so experiment number 1. Didn't really kind of go to plan. I've got a new battery in it. I've also beefed it up at the back as well, so it won't kind of fall around so much maybe. But that was kind of disappointing. Also at the front, I did notice that that's flattened out, so it's taken a bit of a front impact where those windows would be, so it's kind of concerning. Anyway, we'll take it out for another flight, see how we get on with it. We're going to get filming straight away. There we go. Right, Will. 10, 11 satellites. They're okay. 12's going up. So very inhospitable environment in here, guys. Nonetheless, we'll see how we get on with it. Sports mode. Quiet. Okay. Take it over this way for now, I think. Right, we'll stick it on sports mode. Right, we're now on sports mode, so we're going to rip it through here. Just a bit extreme. We're going to crash it. Well, we might do. I don't know. Just going to rip it through. Just see how we get on with it, really. When we've done this experiment, we can have some fun with the Avata, can't we? Just flying like how I'd normally fly, pretty much, guys, with my Neo. Okay, we've had a crash on purpose, which is good. It's just over there. We're going to go and have a little look at it to see how it's fared. It's actually the right way up and it's still recording, so it wasn't a major impact. Motor starting. Should actually take up, all things being equal. It has done. It's a great drone, by the way, this, guys. It really is. Take it over towards myself. We're going to have a quick look. Well, it's still intact. It's still on there, which is good. That's kind of impressive. That's a better result. Perhaps because I beefed it up a bit more, I don't know. Okay, let's have a little look over here, shall we? Take it fairly low. We've had another bump. Okay, we're just going a bit mad, guys. I need to do this just to just really put it through some crash test dummy stuff. Okay, this is going to be important for myself, going to be important for you guys out there as well. You know, you might, I don't know, you might make a decision on the results of this little experiment I'm doing. It's not the, obviously it's not the actual drone, so bear that in mind. We don't know what the material is made of regarding the antennas at the back there, but I'm just thinking at some point, you know, they're going to take one hell of a hammering. And I think you can get a replacement from eBay fairly inexpensively, maybe 40 or 50 pounds or something. But I'm thinking, you know, why do we need this module at the back? You know, where the original, it doesn't need it at all, and you still get fairly good, you know, signal penetration even in woods like this. Why do I need it? I don't know. Just another little gimmick, I suppose, but something else, in my view, that can actually kind of go wrong. Let's see if I can take this thing off. Motor starting. I think it's the right way up. Yep, it has done. It's a great drone, isn't it? What a fantastic drone. Right, let's take it back over towards myself. Is that towards myself? I don't know. We'll take it out this way anyway. Have a little wander around. Right, we'll take it back again. Right, back into the woods we go. Heading back in my direction, I think. Right, now that was a good impact. You can see that the impact there has actually torn some of the tape. You can see that it's quite an impact. I'm not sure whether those antennae at the back are actually going to be able to take hammering, which I give it personally. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to beef this thing up a little bit, and I'm going to take it out for a bit more of a flight. And I'm going to just rip it round once again because I want a conclusive answer at the end of this video whether this thing can actually take a bit of a whack. It's taken some hits at the front there, you might be able to see. There's some mud, there's some dirt or whatever else on the front, so I'm afraid those windows at the front which tell you the information like what mode you're in and whatever else, there might even be some sensors in there as well, they've taken a bit of a hammering as well. I would not be surprised if they would have been broken already. I'm just saying, and you've got to think as well that the Neo 2 can fly faster and it's slightly heavier, so therefore the impact at the front's going to be greater, more kinetic energy, which in my thinking just spells more problems for it. Right, sports mode now. Going to get recording. I was recording anyway. Right, here we go then, guys. Let's take it in here. Go and have a little belt around, see what we can see. The DJI Neo shoot a 1080p, 60 frames per second. Frame rate is obviously very important. Not so much the 4K bit, but the frame rate is important. Right, so hasn't kind of fared out so well, I don't think. Which is raising a few concerns. I think it's when people look at that, you think to yourself, well, That looks a bit strange. Is there any need for that little kind of transceiver module at the back there? Am I thinking? I don't know. Right, we've crashed it, which is fine because it's just down the pathway there actually. Because now I just want to go and see. That wasn't a major crash. I think that's going to be okay. It has landed upside down. That's the other thing you ought to be a bit wary of. If it lands upside down, all that weight and that energy is going to be probably forced into that module, onto those antenna. Can it take a hammering? Because it's going to get a hammering. Okay, what I'm going to try and do now, I'm going to try and set my camera up in such a way that I can film this slow motion with this thing taking an impact and just seeing what the results are. So I'm going to get myself in the forest somewhere, find a suitable little place and get myself set up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, right, yeah, experiment kind of over really. A lot of damage to the front. You can see there's some a bit of an issue there with the dirt on the mud or whatever else, bits of bark or something on the front of the drone there. So perhaps we could say that there's some damage is being done to the front of the DJI Neo 2, and the little window there, which is made of plastic, that might well have got damaged. That wasn't a high impact, by the way. I'm not sure what meters per second I was doing there, but I don't think it was full out. So that was quite tame. But also at the back there, they are snapped, by the way. They are broken. I've just put them back. So I don't know. Is this kind of an unfair sort of an experiment? I don't know. It's about as close as I can get to it without actually getting my hands on one, having to buy one and then putting it through the ringer kind of a thing. But I'm just thinking, the way I fly it and the environments where I fly it, I'm not sure that the Neo 2 is gonna put up with what I put it through, put it that way. It might well be in the garage a lot more times than it actually will be out flying. I mean, I don't know. I've got to be so careful with it. But it hasn't put me off buying it. I'm still kind of, looking seriously at it. I want to do a few more experiments. I want to know, what that material is at the back. I mean, I have gone into some websites and things and try to find out some information. DJI are keeping their cards very close to their chest on that one, and what the actual material is made of, the antennas at the back there. But I'm thinking that over time, and with things degrading, that it ain't going to be long until that's going to be broken. That might be a bit of a problem. They might have an epidemic of broken antennas at the back. They might. I mean, I don't know. Time will tell. Anyway, enjoyed that. I'm going to get myself out of here, go somewhere else, and let's have fun with the Avata 2. Right, so what I want to do now, I just want to go into my settings. I cannot use the button on my goggles because it's just not working. So I am using the motion controller, but it just goes to just showing you really what I'm sort of shooting in here. You can make of it what you will, really. And those settings right there, they kind of work for me. EV, I suppose I could have my EV maybe -1, maybe, I don't know, it's just gone a bit darker, isn't it? Up a little bit, maybe. Too dark. -3. Depends really. It's a pretty dark day today, so I'm going to put it on 0 and leave it there. And aspect ratio is 60.9, 4K 60 frames per second, using wide, using rock steady as well. Colour is normal, so everything's pretty nailed down there. That works for me. What we're going to do now, we're going to take off the little Avata. I'm going to reach down, wherever it is, I've got it. Lovely environment, as you can see here. We have a fly around here, so we're going to take it off, take it out. Put it on sports mode. Not that I actually use all of sports mode, by the way, just because you can't, but it's just nice to know you've got it. Nice to know that you've got a bit of speed as and when you want it, because this thing will fly fairly rapidly. Oops, you got to be careful. There's a I don't come to this part very often. I think I was out here maybe last week sometime flying the perhaps a flip around, I think it was. I just want to have a bit of a rip with the Avata, just because I've got a full battery and I want to run it down. It's not good to run or keep a full battery in a drone or in anything really, I don't think. Just because it can cause some problems, I think. Right, back towards the home point now. I'm going to try and take you out in a second. I'm just going to get some clear space above my head. Back towards the home point area. There we go. Right, let's go up, shall we? Roars away. It's a bit stiller today. Is that the right word, stiller? I don't know. It's a bit calmer today in the UK, I'm glad to say. Take it over here. We're doing okay, meters per second, 15, 16 meters per second, which is, I think, is about as much as you're going to get out of this. Which is fine. What a great way to see a forest, it's a wonderful pastime to have, you know. Just flying like a bird, you really are. Just great. This has got to be good for the mind, body and the soul, isn't it? Has to be. Right, we're just going to take it back again, back down towards my home point area. Okay, I'm just going to take it in here. Okay. I'm just going to try and whip it up. I'll whip it in somewhere. There we go. Little pathway down here. We're just going to take it down a little pathway. Home point is over to my right hand side, which is 130 meters away. I'm just going to pop it over here. Not seen anything yet. No lesser spotted Great British Yetis, not yet anyway. But you never know. You never know. You might see a bunch of aliens in here or something with their craft. Who knows? Who knows? There's some weird things go on in some of these forests, you know, in the UK and all over the world. There's some weird stuff that goes on, fellas. But what an absolute great way to spend a Wednesday morning. Just cutting loose and just flying like a bird of prey, just prowling through a wonderful forested area. I mean, my mind at the moment is 100% on keeping this thing in a flyable state. I'm forgetting about the world completely. I'm forgetting about politics, forgetting about pretty much everything, because all my concentration is really on keeping this thing in a flyable state. just picking a line through the trees, and I'm having the time of my life. I really am. And it's so inexpensive as well. You're doing absolutely no harm to man nor beast out here. Whoops. I nearly had harm to the drone then, mine, but... Okay, right, home point's over to the left-hand side. So we're going to take it through. I'm just pixelating up slightly. We are 317 meters away. So we'll bring it back in a homey direction. Yeah, it's just a wonderful thing. We're down to 54%, which is great. Anyway, more thoughts on the Neo 2. Now, I'm just thinking, guys, that it's the obvious question, two obvious questions, really, and there's probably more, to be honest. I mean, it's got some great advantages, you know, better fly time, slightly better fly time. You know, there's a lot more storage space within the drone itself, better camera, you know, so it's got some really good things going for it. But I mean, and better range as well with that transponder, but if you happen to damage it, then, I mean, I don't know what's going to become of it, to be honest. We're towards the home point area. Try and get it in here somewhere. Just taking it through here a bit rapidly. And towards myself. And okay. You do not want to hit a tree at this speed. So you need to concentrate a lot. Anyway, guys, there we go. Back in one piece yet again. Enjoyed that. That was fun. Down to 32% battery. I don't really need to do much more than that, to be honest. But it's been kind of an interesting day-to-day experimenting. How true to life that is, I mean, I don't know, but it gives me an idea, because I think those antennae are basically vulnerable. So there we go then, guys. So please forgive the very impromptu kind of Acme style video regarding perhaps what the Neo 2 was going to kind of experience, let's say. Didn't fare too well. I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know. Perhaps I'm being slightly biased or unfair. You know, I do like the little Neo 1, to be honest. I think it's a fantastic drone. So yeah, I mean, you know, comments down below. Let me know what you think. I think the jury's out. I mean, it's a question that absolutely has to be asked, because anyone looking at that little module at the back, they're thinking to themselves, that's going to be snapped off at some point. Drones go forward, that thing's sticking out, you know, 3 or 4 centimeters or something. At some point, you're going to have an incident or an accident. You know, it might crash and land on its back. And if it does that, then there's a chance that it's going to snap. You know, and also, you know, the little windows at the front there, very, very vulnerable, you know, to a collision as well, and they're made of plastic. How durable they are, I mean, I don't know. There's so many things we just don't know. All we can do is experiment and guess, and that's as much as we can do. But it was interesting. It was something which I just wanted to do. It was the obvious question which needed to be asked. And unfortunately, it didn't really quite come through as well as I kind of wanted it to, really, because I do want to buy it. I want to buy it. I mean, I'm kind of excited about buying it, but I don't know. Perhaps I'll just buy it and just see what happens and get a care refresh or something. The other thing is, on the goggles, the button at the top there is completely knackered now. I cannot use the button at the top of my goggles because basically it's just not working now. Anyway guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. If you do like this kind of a thing, please like the video, and please consider subscribing. More videos to come. I think on my next video is going to be with my brother Wiltshire Man, because he wants to try FPV for the first time, so there'll be a video coming up with myself and Wiltshire Man, and that is going to be a fun video. Anyway, thanks for watching, take care, bye for now.